I mean, prayers up to anyone affected by anything going on within the industry for real. We'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone will be fine. You will be employed. This is probably a good break if something happened to you. You know what I mean? Reset, refocus, get your perspective right. Figure out what you really want to do. Make sure that you're doing something that fills your spirit as much as it fills your pockets.
Yeah.
That type of situation. But yeah, it's getting shiesty out here, bro.
Yeah.
It's dark out here for niggas, bro.
Do you have anything else on your agenda?
The only other thing I had is I do want to talk about the
Yeah.
TikTok thing and the UMG thing, because we could even be affected by this. You see how they're offering now a subscription-based service to kind of license their music.
Super
and
smart.
Use it on all platforms.
Very smart.
Get that bag, man. Get that bag. So UMG, obviously, as you know, took all their music off TikTok for now, allegedly. But now you can pay Universal Music, I think, a monthly fee and use their shit however you want. Look at them, bro. How we feeling about this?
Well, from a business perspective, it's genius.
Fire.
It's very, very smart. They're going to make a lot of money and also start to gather some brand recognition. Like a problem with labels oftentimes is that they spend all this time building these artist brands, but there's no synergy like there used to be. You know, if you think about like a Def Jam in the 90s, Interscope, like in the 2010s, you know what I mean? Like TD or like artist labels, TDE, Dreamville. People fuck with the whole label. And when you fuck with the whole label, when TDE signs someone, TDE signed someone, I'm going to listen because TDE signed them. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that major labels have lost. But by making the average consumer and content creator very aware of who is on Universal label, you know what I mean? It's becoming more of like, that's a UMG artist. We all know, you know, we want to use Drake and we want to use Taylor and all this music in our shit. So, we actually know they're signed to Republic because we have to pay for it through UMG. Yeah. Really smart from a brand perception point of view and just obviously filling their pockets. I just need to see that this money is ending up in royalty checks.
Oh, would never do that.
I know.
They would never.
I know.
That would be way too right.
And then it's fucked. Then it's totally fucked up.
They would never do that. Nah, yeah. I think that there's a business perspective and there's an artist facing perspective. From a business side, this is fire. You know what I mean? Game could respect game. You know what I mean? Get your money up. You know what I mean? Whoever's at the top, the rich is getting richer.
Lucian.
But yeah, the artists, I don't know if they're gonna see this bread go to them. It sucks, but that seems like the reality of the situation.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, brilliant business move. I think on the TikTok front, man, like, I think that TikTok was definitely on a high from early 2019 going into 2020. You know, they had a crazy hold on the music industry from 2020 to like early 2022. And I think now we're starting to see, because the platform is growing so big and because music is not translating over to streaming as well as it was before, I think we're starting to see the results of that, so much so that UMG feels like they can first pull out and then make this move. I think when it comes to these platforms, now you have to really focus on like artist development and what it looks like to actually build up a fan base on platform for your music. I think a lot of times artists will just hop on and expect to be able to have sounds go viral and have things move. But you have to earn your respect. Like, it's just something that you have to learn. And that then you'll be able to move your records. But I also think diversify. Obviously, Reels exist too, YouTube Shorts, whatever else. But yeah, I think this is a big wake-up call for that company. I don't know what's going to happen.
Niggas have to do their jobs.
It's gonna be a shift.
People are gonna have to do their jobs. Everyone from A&R to digital. You know, if you were discovering all your artists on TikTok, if your TikTok feed was super fire with all the artists, like, that's not gonna do it for you no more. And we've even seen that. If just because an artist is moving on TikTok now does not mean that it's gonna translate to streaming. Obviously, I think a Four Bats is kind of combating that a little bit because I think that he's someone who's birthed from that. But I mean, how do you guys see artist promotion and discovery shifting now that TikTok's kind of dying?
I think you really just got to double down on the music aspect. I think there's a lot of like stuff on platform where, and you do have to do some of it in order to build a following, but there's so much that goes on platform that isn't about the music. I think your through line for the story you're trying to tell has to be super strong. Like, you are a musician first and foremost. You're not a content creator.
Yeah, I pray that the industry starts signing artists again and not songs, Because it seemed like this whole streaming digital kick, the industry was signing songs and sounds, when really that's why there's a lack of superstars today. It's because we got caught up on these songs without actually signing artists and developing talent. I can't say confidently that this is the direction it's going, but I pray that we go back to a place where like ticket sales for like independent artists is like maybe the number one like driver in discovery, because how else, like what's a better metric to define an artist that people give a fuck about than somebody that can get people into fucking venues and sell tickets?
Okay, fuck with me, right? I think that you hit it exactly on the head. I think that the future of all this, the new way that we're about to get to, isn't necessarily new. It's a throwback. It is all live performance, and we see the seedlings of it right now from the block, right? I think it's blown up. For bats, I think you see it with the Cash Cobain Fisher video, right? What it is someone performing a song, but you see a group of people behind them. You know what I mean? That's kind of been the new thing with it. And I think that with fans, with consumers, you have to lead them. So whenever someone is seeing these type of performances, it's like, oh, this is cool. The people behind them look cool. I want to be like them. I want to be a part of that. So when you see that and you're already creating that optic in a social media scrolling type of sense, it makes other people want to join that crowd, you know?
Yeah.
We go back to when A$AP Rocky and A$AP Mob did the fucking South by Southwest performance.
Yeah.
And it was fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? South by Southwest used to really mean something for these artists, not even because of their performance, but being able to visually see how the crowds of people would react to them. These young people were reacting to them. So I think, like you said, live is going to be the next thing. You're going to have to actually go out to shows as an A&R and actually assess what this room feels like. How do they sound? How do they move? Do they carry themselves like a star? Can they engage this crowd? I think that shit is going to be really, really dope. Because I think it's going to make people be better longevity artists, you know? Because then when these artists get up to stadiums, get up to Rolling Loud, they're going to put on way better performances. All of these tour circuits that kind of were losing their value are going to now have it back again. So now South by Southwest is going to have to be way more selective with who they let on that stage. Rolling Loud is going to have to be way more selective about who they let on that stage. I'm excited for it.
And no, that's a fact, because touring is where musicians make their money. It's not in streaming. And so it seems like trends follow money. So if hip hop tours are at an all-time low right now and people are buying tickets at a really low rate, it seems like, you know, the people, the Live Nations of the world, the UTAs of the world, the people that really do care about, you know, touring and have just as much money as these labels. You know what I mean? It seems like they might help shift us back in that direction.
I'm excited. I love it. I get a little giddy whenever I think about that. I haven't felt once I like started thinking of it like that, it really got me reinvigorated, because that's been my favorite part since I've started doing the job, is going out to concerts with a genre that I don't even fully understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen country, rock, pop, and it's like I may not even fully get this, but seeing how a crowd of people who came here for this artist with less than 100K Spotify followers is rocking this, like, that's fire to see, bro.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it, but that's my little tangent about that. I think that's all I got.
That's fire. I want to introduce a new segment this week.
Okay.
That I think we should do every week.
Okay.
And that's just a little popcorn round of hot takes.
Okay.
You know, I think if we could bring some hot takes, maybe moving forward, we could all bring one hot take. And towards the end of the episode, we could all just, you know, give something that might be a little controversial. It might, you know, have some people looking at you funny, but you really do believe it and stand on it. Yeah. But I think we should kick it off with 3 apiece. Okay. And so maybe we could just go in a line. Not all 3 at a time, you know what I mean? But just switch off, give us some hot takes.